Hello and welcome to the Whispyloops knitting podcast. My name is Eva, I am 24 years old and I've been knitting since 1.5 years. I've been just recently joining the more active part of the community, which I have to say is amazing. The support and the kindness that people share on this platform, in this space. You are so lovely, all those knitters. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I know it's been a couple of weeks. Life has been pretty busy, so I didn't have time to sit down. Whew, you won. Yeah, but today I've got the day off, so I thought I'd update some of the things I've been working on. And yeah, before I forget, I wanted to say a huge thank you for all the lovely comments you left on my last video and the one before, and welcome back to previous watchers, viewers, and welcome if you're new. I hope you like it. I'm sharing my progress on my knitting projects. I do crochet sometimes, but at the moment I've got no active crochet whips, so yeah, it's all about knitting today, and let's hop right in. I've got a few finished objects, some work in progresses, some things in the works, in the plans, and some things that need to be ripped out. So let's go ahead. Alright, let's start with what I'm drinking. This is a little coffee in a beautiful handmade mug. It's not a mug, it's a cup. Got no handle or anything. So you can put your hands all around. It's very cozy. Yeah, this is what I'm drinking. And this is what I'm wearing. Do you remember this one? If you're new here, you wouldn't have seen it, although I did post it on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Whispyloops. I forgot to say that in the beginning. This is my own design. This is the one that I have to write a pattern for. It's the simple raglan with a twist. As you can see, it's a top-down construction raglan seams. With eyelets and a twisted cable on the front and on the back. And the detail is carried on the side, which I think is, I hope you can see that. Yeah, I love that. It's got a 1x1 twisted ribbed cuff with an Italian bind off, and the same on the bottom, and on the top it's just a folded collar. So it's really nice and squishy and warm, and actually it is fairly warm today, so it might even be a little too warm, but yeah. The yarn that I used is the Isagir Alpaca number 2, which is 50% alpaca, 50% wool, held together with the Sunness Gun Sunday, which is 100% non-superwash merino wool. So it's very warm. It's very cozy, but it's a little warm for today maybe. It's been grey the whole morning. I'm looking out the window. But right now there's just a few clouds and otherwise blue sky. Sun might come in and out, so I apologize for the lighting. Yeah, back to the jumper. I'm currently writing up a pattern and then I'll try to grade it. It's super simple, it's very easy, but yeah, I love it, and I love the drape from the alpaca. It's so soft and light and just, I'm very happy with it. Okay, let's move on to finished objects. Here I got my Weasley socks, 2 of them. It's a pair. I don't have any sock blockers, I don't own them, so you have to do with this. I'm going to show you this side. They are blocked, but I have worn them already, so they're a little bit pilling already. Little bit of felting going on. This is just a tweed sock yarn and the Sololino wool by, no, Slow Wool Lino by Lana Grossa in like burgundy, and I'm not sure. So the tweedy sock yarn is obviously pretty good. It's nice and sturdy and it's sock yarn, so it's got nylon in it, and it's, yeah, it's perfect for socks. That's why it's sock yarn, so whatever. But the other one, I'm sorry, I'm fiddling around. Maybe the coffee wasn't the best idea. Anyways, we'll keep carrying on. The Slow Wool Lino is 80% merino and 20% linen, and I thought the linen would make it stronger, and I have reinforced the heel with a slip stitch garter pattern. So I did slip knit the first way, and then the way back I just knit everything, so it's a garter stitch pattern with slip stitches in between, so it's very thick and squishy and sturdy. The cuff I'm not too worried about, but I've been wearing it a couple of times now, and I don't know if you can see, but the toe is already, oh there you can see, yeah, so the toe is already getting very thin, so I'm debating whether to rip them out, or at least rip back to here and re-knit the toe in a different yarn. I'm not too sure. Maybe I do that. I don't really want to. I've got so many other socks and projects planned, but we'll see. They're very comfy, so yeah, enough about those. Next up is, let's talk about this one first. This, you've seen it before. This is my improvised rib top, very basic. It's the cool wool hand-dyed version, or from the hand-dyed collection by Lana Grossa in the colorway Manju, and I have just done a 3x3 rib with twisted knit stitches, slipped stitches, just a mix of stitches, and then for the main part, for the main bit, there's the 3x3, this is the other 3x3, and then this is a 5x1 rib, so it is very stretchy, as you can see, and it's very soft. The straps are just crocheted, single crochet, that are twisted around each other. I don't know if you can see that. And yes, last time it was in this state already. It was looking like this, but it wasn't this length. So I had one skein of it to begin with, and then I finished the whole thing and it came out way too small, and I did the decreases wrong and the straps were out till here, so I bought another skein, I ripped back, I made the body longer and redid the decreases, redid the straps a little bit shorter, and now it's perfect and it's very comfy and it's very simple, and that's all I have to say about that. Oh, I did use, am I saying needle sizes? I don't know, because needle sizes are interesting to know what people are knitting with, but at the same time it all depends on your gauge, if you knit tight or loose. I tend to knit a little bit looser, although I do meet gauge for a lot of designers, but like I've got a knitting friend and my mom, they knit super tight, so They would probably use different needles than me. Anyways, I used a 3.5. I think it's a DK gauge. I'm not sure. But yeah, that much about that. Let's have another sip of coffee. Alright, and my last finished object is an exciting one. You've seen this almost finished, like the other one. This is my L shawl, like E-L-L-E, like her or she in French. You can say I've designed this, but I did use lace patterns from the Knitwise girl here on YouTube, and she's got a stitch bible with free lace patterns, which is amazing. I love her. So this is the delicate lace pattern in slow wool lino that I hand dyed for this color. This is just a half linen stitch, this little one strip, in Fizzy Silk by Atelier Citron in a beige. Then, I'm sorry, I'm saying too much am I? Aren't I? Am I not? I don't know. I try to keep it down. Right, this is Ikopuno from the hand-dyed collection of Lana Grossa. Once again, yes, I'm obsessed with them. Colorway Sunita. In a very simple 1x1 broken rib pattern, stitch pattern. And then this last section, that's what I was working on last time. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? Can you see the shadow of the... Probably not. If I hold it up, there's a shadow from the lace. It's very pretty. No, you can't. Can't really see that. Anyways, sorry. This is the Peacock's Tail lace pattern by the Knitwise girl in Lace Sitter Mulberry Silk Alpaca blend by Lana Grossa, once again in a stormy grey, if you want to call it that. Yes, so this shawl is, as you can see, super drapey, and it does have a halo. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I'm hoping that I am catching the focus, or that I'm holding it upright. This is a gift, a Christmas gift, Christmas present for my godmother. She's always cold, so this one is perfect because it's not too thick, so you can wear it just like around the house like this, and you've got a really nice warm neck, and it's so soft and it's so cozy. But at the same time, sorry. Try to calm down a little bit. At the same time of it being cozy and soft, you get those like decorative lace. Yeah, and if you want, you can put it around your shoulders and just cuddle up in it. Yeah. I love it. So this will be sent off very soon. And that completes my finished objects. So let's move on to whips, shall we? I've got, oh no, wait. I've got a half-finished object, you could say. I knit the since I spoke to you last time, I cast on and bound off the camisole number 4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and it was super nice to knit. It was so much fun, and the pattern is really clear and everything, but I did not gauge swatch, and I think I have knitted the wrong size because it came out very big. Too big for me, but whatever, I wear it anyways. I do have plans to make it again in a different yarn and a size down, or size or 2 sizes down. I knit the 3rd size, and I think I could fit into the first one. We'll see. Maybe next time I'll gauge swatch. We'll see. Yes, I knitted in the Cool Wool, just a grey, plain grey, by Lana Grossa, but it's currently blocking. So I'll insert a clip maybe at the end. It's lying over there so I can see it. Yeah, I just have to sew the straps to the back, and then I can wear it once it's dry. Sorry, I can't show you. Maybe next time. Then, yeah, let's do this one first. I did a thing that I do a lot, which is I knit something and then I put a lot of work into it and a lot of hours go, and then I don't, it's not that I don't like it, but it's not how I envisioned it. And so I ripped back the blue that was on here. This is my Bombay Shawl, which is a pattern that I'm improvising and thinking about designing. Or you could say I'm designing it, but thinking about writing a pattern for it. It had some blue lacy bits where I was gonna duplicate stitch mosaic patterns on with grey, but I wasn't too happy with it, and my original idea for this one was that it be a big rectangle, and then I'd put lace all around it, not just at the ends, but like all around it to make it wider as well. Yeah, so I ripped back and I did a bit more of the linen stitch that this one is. And I think I'm gonna stop with that now. I do have a little bit more of the yarn left. This is Cool Wool from the Hand-Dyed collection by Lana Grossa in the colorway Bombay. And I think I've got enough of the linen stitch after the lace. This is the whole thing. Yeah, you've seen it last time. Yes, and the plan now is to use this beautiful yarn, which is a merino and silk blend. It's 65% merino extra fine virgin wool and 35% silk by Seidenstraße. I think it goes pretty well. Oops, I dropped something. I think it goes, color-wise, it goes pretty well with that. And, oops, that wasn't too pretty. Let me take off the label. Here we go. I think that goes very nicely. It's very simple, basic. And I'm going to do a lace border all around it, and it's gonna pick up on the labyrinth stitch lace that's here. I don't know when I'm gonna get that finished. We'll see. You'll probably see it next time. Probably not finished yet. So yes. This was a little update on my Bombay Shawl. On my Instagram, On my Instagram this week, I'm trying to focus on one project at a time because I've got so many active whips. I've got a couple more to show you, don't worry. But yes, I've been overwhelmed with how many things I'm knitting on at the same time. And so I've decided to try be a monogamous knitter for a week. Like, I will focus on one project for 1 week and then the next project next week. And so I'm what's the word? I don't know. I'm giving each project a week. I'm not expecting it to be finished within a week, but after a week I will move on to the next project, just so that I get a little bit more of a workflow going instead of doing a couple rounds on that project, a couple rounds on that, a couple rows on this one, and nothing actually getting somewhere. So yes, this week was the camisole number 4, which was a lot quicker than I thought. I will focus on the next whip that I'm going to show you next, and so on and so forth. If you want to check that out, check out my Instagram. The next one is a commission work for a lady that lives near me. I sometimes do commission or orders for some people, mostly women. But, I've made a couple of cardigans, jumpers, summer tops, and all of that kind of stuff. And this one is a pretty exciting one. Here's a swatch. Yes, I did swatch for this one. This way around. This is the Delicate Lace, once again, by Knitwise Girl. In the yarn is just called Yak, and it's 70% merino wool and 30% yak. It's by Atelier Citron, and it is incredibly soft. Oh my goodness, this is so soft. It's like knitting with butter. It sounds disgusting, but it is so soft. Chocolate brown. Here are 2 of the cakes. I've got another full one over there, but I'm not gonna get that. It's amazing. It's 500 meters on 100 grams, and I'm holding a double because otherwise it would be super. I think it's considered lace. Not too sure. Fingering, maybe. So I'm holding a double too. Basically, I think it's a excuse me. I think it's a DK gauge. Maybe Aaron. I don't know. I'm using 4.5 and 5mm needles. And this is what I've got so far. This is the body of a bottom-up jumper with lace at the bottom, and there's gonna be lace on the cuffs, on the arms, sleeves. They're gonna be like 70s, 80s sleeves that go like open here and then come in a little bit tighter, and it's gonna have like a big turtleneck. It's gonna be so cozy and so warm. So I've just finished with the body and put it on hold. I'm using this little stitch marker, which I think goes really well with the yarn. Can you see that? I hope you could. And yeah, that's how far I've gotten. This is what I'll be focusing on this week. And so next up is a sleeve. But I'm sort of procrastinating. I'm procrastinating with another project, because that's what I do. Once I cast off something, I want to cast on the next thing. So when I cast off the camisole number 4, I cast on this. And I'm knitting on this instead of knitting on the sleeve. Let me show you what this is. This is the beginning of a Fisherman's Rib Beanie. Oh my god, there we go. It has a folded brim and 2 color fisherman's ribs, so it's beige on the outside and the variegated colorway on the inside. I'm using Cool Wool once again by Lana Grossa. This is the variegated color, which is from the hand-dyed collection, and it's called Sima. It's beautiful with those teal and beige and white and cream, and there's speckles of hot pink and orange in there. It's beautiful and so squishy. So I had some left over from the sleeves on my ranunculus, and I'm using this together with the Cool Wool Mélange it's like a rustic beige color 129, and yeah, I think it goes pretty well. And I've started this morning, and I've been working primarily on this one. So far it's very squishy. Not sure if I like that the beige is on the outside. I might have preferred the variegated one to be on the outside, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be a simple ribbed hat. And I'm not using any pattern, I'm just going on a limb? No. I'm just going for it. Yes. So those, the commission jumper and the ribbed hat, are my current active works in progress. The Bombay Shawl is gonna take a little while, but yes, I did cast on another project on the weekend because I didn't want to wait anymore. Do you remember this bag? If you've been here before, this is a project bag, my only one that I made. It contains a lot of yarn. This is a Cool Wool in a light grey by Lana Grossa, and the most prettiest, most beautiful silk mohair with a lot of grey and cream, pink, taupe grey, blush, rust colors. It's beautiful. I'm holding them together. Oh, this is the Silk Hair by Lana Grossa hand-dyed collection, colorway Gulab, which means rose in Hindi, and it's the name is perfect. Oh, here's the sun. Yeah. So this bag is full of yarn for, here it comes, for the Cardigan number 4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. This is how far I've got this weekend. Yeah, I think. So I haven't gotten very far. It is so squishy. It is half Fisherman's Rib and a raglan construction. You are working the button band at the same time. And yes, it's the first time that I'm sorry. Needles on my yarn ball. It's the first time that I'm working this kind of construction where you incorporate the button band right away, and also it's the first time that I'm using a Fisherman's Rib / fake brioche. It's not fake brioche, but it's very similar to brioche. Stitch in a big garment. I'm very excited because it's, oh my goodness, it is so soft. It's so warm already, and it's just amazing. Very happy with it. Using a bunch of my stitch markers. I don't know if you can see that. They're all dangling off. Not. Yeah. So far it's been very enjoyable, and I am so looking forward to the finished object. Yes. As you might be able to tell, I'm more of a product knitter instead of a process knitter. I do rip back a lot, and I do re-knit a lot, and I knit all the time and for hours on end. But I do. I'm sorry. More hair everywhere. Fluff. Yes. What was I saying? Yes, I am more of a product knitter than a process knitter, just because I've got so many ideas and so many projects in mind that I want to get through. It's not getting through, but I want to get to the next one and the next one and the next one, and I want to cast on the new and shiny all the time. And I don't think that's anything wrong with it, but I do enjoy the process, definitely. Sometimes it's just that I want to move on to the next thing, and therefore am more excited about the finished object and the opportunity or the possibility rising of clearing something of my needles. And also because I've got so many projects that I'm bumblebee working on, like going from one to the next, that they are on my needles for a very long time, especially shawls. And I've got like 2 or 3 more planned, and excuse me. Yes, anyways, right now I'm more of a product knitter. I've got more presents to knit, and I want to finish these things so I can wear them, and commission should be done. All this kind of stuff. So right now it's more about the outcome than the process, although I do very much enjoy that too. Now, talking about process and progress, I have made no progress on my masala shawl or my market bag for Petite Knit by Petite Knit, so I'm not going to show you that. And I have another thing that I can show you, but I have decided to rip out, so I thought I'd show you before I do that. These are the Hermione Everyday Socks by Dreams in Fiber. It's a free pattern. I like the pattern a lot. I don't like the yarn. I showed them in my first episode. Since then, I haven't gotten very far. I think I was until like here somewhere. I have done the heel flap, I turned it, I picked up my gusset stitches. And that's basically it. I love the pattern. I want to knit it in a different yarn, but I'm just not enjoying this one. And rather than it sitting here blocking my needles and like being in the back of my mind, I think I'm gonna rip it out because I don't see myself wearing it. Not because of the color is beautiful, but the material isn't my favorite. This is a mix of loads of different fibers. Cotton, bamboo, there's viscose, merino, polyamide, all kinds of stuff in it. It is a sock yarn, but I'm just not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying knitting with it. It's very, very slippery. And also, it is slick. It's not very cozy, if you know what I mean. I don't know, maybe I'll finish one sock and then put it on to the side. Maybe I'll rip it out because then I can use the needles, because I need to knit like 3 more pairs before Christmas to give away. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't worked on these in quite a while. I don't know, let me know, what do you think? Is it worth pushing 3 and just for the sake of it? Or do you think I should rip it out? I don't know. Yeah. Let me know what you would do. Do you have any kinds of projects that you work on and invest your time in, but then you are like, nah. What do you do with them? Do you put them to the back and just leave them there for a while? Or do you rip them back and use the yarn for something else? Would be very interested in that, because I often find myself making something and then not being completely happy with it, and then just ripping back and re-knitting it, which is probably, like, I think it's a good thing. Rather than having something just lying around in my closet, I can reuse the yarn. But it takes so much of my time, and I already invested so much time into making the first thing that ripping back sometimes is very hard, and it's a little heartbreaking because you put effort into it and you made something with your hands, and that's nice, but when you are not happy with it, what do you do? Let me know. And that is all that I have to share with you today. Yes, thank you for being here if you made it. I've been waffling on for I don't know how long. Thank you for watching. It would be very appreciated if you could leave a like and maybe follow me or subscribe. What's that? Subscribe? Tick the bell? Leave a comment what you do in cases of ripping back or putting it on hold or what I just said. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.